Yo, what's good, guys? Another yap sesh. A little bit later than expected or than it was meant to be, but as I always say, don't worry about the fact that it's late. Just worry, just be happy that you got an episode. Yeah, just be happy you got an episode. Uh, what to even talk about? To be honest, this week has been a hell of a week. Yeah, it's been a hell of a week. A lot has happened personally, and well, yeah, a lot happened personally. Don't know if I want to get into that yet, but just know that a lot happened. If you know me, you probably know what happened, but yeah, whatever. Yeah, it's been a stressful week. Work as usual, busting my ass, giving me steady back shots at work, but we move. Yeah, that's just that, I guess. Oh, this week we watched Coachella. You know, this week was a Coachella. Or this past weekend, just past weekend was Coachella weekend one, and I was there. I was active from Bedchella. I want to get more in depth into the Coachella and what happened at Coachella. I want to get more in depth on the main episode coming out next week, hopefully. But I might just speak on it a bit. Yes, speak on it a bit. So the entire Coachella experience here is, if you guys don't know what it is, it's essentially like it's a music festival. What am I saying? What am I saying? You guys know what Coachella is, don't you? So it's essentially a music festival, and also nicknamed the what's it called, the Creator Olympics. Yeah, it's also been dubbed the Creator Olympics, given how many brands literally send creators out to Coachella to go and represent their brand and stuff. Like, tickets are so damn expensive. I think like $690 per ticket. And then some niggas go as far as camping at Coachella. They go as far as camping there. Like they will buy tickets, and they also buy a parking spot for their car, and a camping space for their tent. So like, some people are spending north of $1,000 for a Coachella for Coachella for Coachella experience. And I'm like, damn, like, for real, damn. Cause what do you mean people are spending? I don't think I've ever seen up to that amount in my life. Like, I don't think I've seen. I don't think that amount has ever gone through my account in my lifetime. It's really interesting, but that's crazy. That's crazy to think that that's what people are spending on tickets. But like, to be honest, it's fun. Like, Coachella is a big event. It's actually really fun. Like, when I watch, like, watching the concerts from my Bedchella, yeah, from my bed. No, not my bed. My car. My bed. My workstation in my room. So table chella, chair and table chella. I don't know what to call it, but like, yeah, watching it from my room, it was really good. Like, the performances were really good. Everybody does, like, it's just a great experience overall. And it's very enjoyable, actually. Even the shorter sets, like even the, like, let's say the 40, 50 minute sets, those are really still really good. So you still get really, really, really good performances from these artists. Like, it was good. It was definitely good. I don't want to talk too much about it because, well, I'm gonna save that one for like the main episode. But like, I can't remember, I watched Pink Panthers' sets. I watched Little Sims sets. I watched the video set. I watched a bit of Sabrina Carpenter's set. Who else did I watch? I watched clips. Yeah, Pusha T and Malice. Also, there's more I watched now. Okay, no, I think that's all. I think that's all the sets I watched. Yeah, I was meant to watch Justin Bieber and Leve, but I slept off for both of them. So unfortunate there, and I missed a profile performance. And I apparently also missed just Young Thug's great performance. So that was also painful. And Sway Lee too. Like, damn. I mean, Sway Lee's own. Like, I literally, Sway Lee's own. Yeah, I was awake right after I finished. I didn't even know it was performing. So like, that's not my fault. But like, yeah, I'm not really gonna go in too much in depth on that. But like, yeah, stay tuned for like the main episode next week to like get my thoughts on Coachella itself. Like, the performances that I watched and like let me talk about them. Like next week you next week you get a full Coachella. Hell, next week actually, yeah, next week you get a double weekend Coachella review because like that was weekend one. Weekend two is coming up. I'll be there again from my workstation in my room again. I'll be there to watch Coachella again from table and Churchella. But yeah, it was a fun experience. Definitely something that I would want to be doing every year now. I think I'm gonna be I think I'm gonna mark my calendar this time next year for another Coachella experience like this. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'll talk more on it next week, and you also get the weekend two reaction as well. So yeah, don't worry. Sorry, this is loading. It's loading. Trust me, you guys are gonna love it. Other than that, week's been pretty chill. I've realized that my mental state affects how I do pretty much everything. 'Cause, like, I said that the personal stuff that happens to me, yeah, it completely derailed my entire like week. Basically, like my entire week has been so like I haven't been able to lock in our work properly. Even when I tried to play basketball, bro, I was thinking y'all should have seen the generational disaster class I dropped on Tuesday. Man, you should have seen that shit. That was bad. Like genuinely, it was bad. That was a bad performance from me. And I'm not usually that like okay, but in this new court I'm playing on, I'm not really settled in properly yet. But damn, this last performance was honking. I stank it up, fam. I stank it up for real, for real. But it's what it is. Shit happens, life happens. Just gotta move on and take the punch on the chin and move on, get better, lock in, blah blah blah, blah other motivational talk that people say. But yeah, this week was rough, and thankfully it's looking a bit better now. So we can still a chance to make everything worth it. But I would not want to go through this week again. Yeah, I would definitely not want to go through it again. And to top it all off, I have a fucking cold. What's like I rarely ever get sick and I have a fucking I'm from sneezing everywhere, running nose. Like from where? Genuinely from where did I even develop this cold from? I don't know, man. This week has just been weird. Cause like genuinely I barely get sick. I rarely get like sick. Thank God for that. But like, I'm not trying to flex anything, but like, I rarely get sick. So this cold is like, what the fuck? Like, it's genuine. Like, what the fuck is this cold? So I'm just like, why am I sniffing? Why am my nose running? What is all this wahala? What's all this nonsense for? Like, kidney. Ah, oh, but it is well, sha. Thank God for healing because I'm feeling better now. Like, my nose is still running, but feels better. Do I help myself? Absolutely not. You can still catch me guzzling down cold water and just sleeping in cold environments. But like yeah, you know, I'm still just gonna, I'm still gonna do me. It's gonna do me. Yeah, because that's just me. I'm helping myself, but like telling me to drink room temperature water or to sleep in like a warm environment. Ew. Respectfully, no. Will I suffer the consequences later? Probably, but please don't ever suggest that I not drink cold water or I not, you know, what's the word? Or I not like, live in a cold environment or whatever. Like or sleep in a cold environment, sleep in a cool environment. Don't ever suggest that, please. So yeah, sorry for how my voice sounds. It's probably because of the cold, but pretty much it. Pretty much that for this yap sesh. Shall I call it a session there? Yeah, I guess I pretty much got nothing else to talk about. So yeah, catch y'all next week and pray I get rid of this cold by then. So next episode is not as I don't sound as bad as I do now. Take care, keep 100 and peace.